When you think of Dubai, you think of the sun and the heat, the skyscrapers and the exotic Middle East. But you wouldn't expect anything quite like this. In the same sense, when you think of mid-size executive sedans, you think of Volkswagen, Audi, Mercedes-Benz, and even BMW. But you would never, for once, think of that.
Although the Skoda Superb is considered a mid-size sedan, I really wouldn't call it mid-size at all. It's about 5 meters long, so that should give you a hint of the amount of leg space you have back here. It's got wood, leather, Alcantara, electric seats, automatic everything, climate control, satellite navigation, cruise control, sunroof, adaptive fog lights. I guess that's about enough to say luxury factor, check.
Although the Czech brand Skoda is not the most familiar brand in the Middle East, it has been in the auto industry since the 1890s. By the year 2000, and while everyone else in the world was worried about the computers freezing for good and the world coming to a stop, Skoda became a wholly owned subsidiary of the Volkswagen Group.
Raise me to your lips, two undernourished egos for rotating hips. Hold it to me tightly, I'm a sliding scale.
The Skoda Superb, which shares a lot of technologies from Volkswagen, is produced to be an executive sedan with decent performance. But it is the overall presentation that makes this car what it is. It has even got a boot that opens like a traditional sedan, or it opens in a completely hatchback manner, which means you can fit your obese oversized luggage with ease. Now this could only mean good things for the Skoda brand.
The engine in the Skoda Superb is a 3.6 liter from Volkswagen. The gearbox is a 6-speed DSG from Volkswagen. And the all-wheel drive is from Volkswagen. Yep.
So, the 3.6 liter V6 with an all-wheel drive and DSG. By now you might be wondering, that sounds familiar. Well, that's because it is. You see, the Superb is based on the previous generation of the Volkswagen Passat, codenamed B6. And to make things even spicier, this exact model is the equivalent of the Passat R36, although it is toned down a little bit. The end result is that the Superb produces 260 horses, which is about 12% less than its granddaddy, the R36. However, it still manages to reach 100 km per hour in 6.5 seconds. That is pretty good, considering the sheer size of this thing. But, like any other man-made creation, it has its flaws.
About the interior, it's nice. It's not something extraordinary, but it's nice. Not a lot of plastic in this car, but it's got the plasticky feel to it. I mean, the steering wheel, apart from the steering wheel, which I love, it has a navigation system with speech recognition control. Station. It's got AC climate control, dual zone, one in the front, one in the back. The back doesn't have a control, they just have a clock in case you don't have equipment like this. See?
Station number 2 has been selected.
No, not number 2. Just now, another thing that this car has is that it has its own umbrella. Mind you, it's it's the left door, which I think is not the most genius way of putting it. Now one thing is that this car comes with an amazing park assist. It's got paddle shifter on the steering wheel with 9 airbags. It's even got an airbag under here called the knee airbag. It's got Bluetooth connectivity. But this car, this particular model that was given to us, unfortunately does not have Bluetooth, so I cannot demonstrate how the phone works over the Bluetooth. It doesn't have the steering wheel control units, unfortunately, either. Doesn't have the paddle shifters on the steering wheel, and it doesn't have the auto park assist. In fact, that doesn't come in the Middle East for some reason. So I guess we have to do with what we have now.
In order to find out how good the Superb drives, we decided to find some nice testing roads around Dubai. And on our journey, we found some rather interesting creatures. Meet the Arabian horse. This particular model is also white. It too distributes all its powers to all 4 legs. But it only produces 1 horsepower, and it takes 260 of them to match our Skoda. So we left the horses and kept on until we found exactly what we were looking for. Somewhere in a secret location lied kilometers of empty roads. And best of all, no traffic cameras, stoplights, or signs of human life form. Or so we thought. Once the bikes disappeared into the horizon, the Skoda showed its real potential. This car is made for the road. It is a brilliant, comfortable sedan with lots of space and good gadgets. But when we want it, it will transform into a roaring sports car. The Skoda Superb truly deserves the name Superb.